going on, good people? What's going on, good people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the midnight celebration. It's a celebration. Welcome, good people. And thank you for coming to celebrate one of these joyous days with your boy Maven. We look forward to these days. We look forward to these days. So we must celebrate them to the utmost. We ready. We ready. We ready for ya. Say what? Say what? We ready. We ready. We ready. For y'all. Come on, where's JB's at? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We got B. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Somebody's stomping on my soil. Oh, game on. Game on. There you go, baby. Ooh. Somebody's made a competition. Cheers, good people. Is that what you want to do? Gamecocks, what are they doing? Jocelyn, welcome. Congratulations on your predictions. C-A-R-D-S Cars. What's going on, good people? Garindo, listen, I'm a little too slow to do the roll calls. Brandon, Evander, Dwayne, Mac, Jocelyn, TSM, Charles, Brian, Robert, Lemon Pepper Lou, Red State in the building. Cashmere, what's good? DJ, Ben, what's good, good people? What's good? What I'll do. Lauren, of course, is in the building. And down goes the kitty cats. What? What? Because I wasn't watching it. What's good, good people? Hit the like button while you're in here. Me and Pick Louisville finished 8th, and we're going to the championship game because we believe. Quincy, Riley, let's go. DBs kept their poise. One of the most important parts of the show. One of the most important parts of the show is keeping your poise. Lemon Pepper Lou, what's going on, y'all? Listen, let's get right to it. We don't even want to mess around.
off, really proud of our football team and our coaches. Thought we had a great showing by fans coming down here to support us in this game. I know we had a great showing back home watching, and this is a big win. Come down to Miami and to win a game with a lot riding on it is a great feeling. We wanted to go into the ACC championship game with a win, and we wanted to decide it that way. And I think we worked hard this week to get it done. Our guys got refreshed over a little bit of a break, and they had a good week of practice, and we made just enough plays to win. Wasn't a perfect game, but to see our guys fight back and to do a lot of different things to help us score and to get points and to get momentum was great to see. A lot of guys stepped up and made plays, and it's just a great feeling to come down here and beat Miami. So really proud of our team. Well, I'm one of those guys that doesn't look too far down the road. I understand the challenges that it is to win football games at a high level, and it takes a lot. It takes great coaching. It takes recruiting. It takes players wanting to buy in and work hard. It takes a little luck on your side. It takes some fight and some unity that has to happen on your team, and every little thing matters. So I just think that, we had some obstacles early in the season where we won some close games, got us some confidence, got us some momentum, and taught us how to hang in there and play to the end, helped us hang in there and play this game to the end. So I just think, all those things matter. But to come back home and do it, from my university, my hometown, in front of these fans is really special, without question. And, I feel the pressure about it. I want to win.
And we won the boots. Coach. And we won the Schnellenberger boots. Red State, let's do it. Before we get the good stuff going, before we get the good night show rolling. Facebook, come on over to the YouTube channel. Type in Made for the Ville. Facebook, come on over to the YouTube channel. Twitter, come on over to the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, type in Made for the Ville. MadeFortheVille. Made for the Ville. Come on over here and join us. In the meantime, Facebook, we got to shut you down. In 3, 2, 1, and bang. Twitch, come join us. But we got to shut you down. 3, 2, 1, and bang. Twitter, come on over here and join us. 3, 2, 1, and bang. Save changes. Let me get back to my coach.
And I want to win for everybody, but it takes work. It takes sacrifice, and it takes a lot of people, doing their part. So it's just exciting to be able to go play in a great championship game against an undefeated, top-ranked Florida State team.
Coach, maybe if you can change a little bit. What's the thought process there? And obviously, explain a little bit about things.
Well, I think, a lot of this game is confidence, and Brock is a really good kicker. He's a tough young man. He's just kind of, been struggling a little bit here lately. And I just think sometimes, we have other people working hard, and, we decided to go with, someone else. And he did a really good job, and he's practiced well. And that doesn't mean we won't go back to Brock. But, we have multiple guys at a lot of positions. And one guy gets to play, and the other guy has to back up, but he has to be ready when his number's called. So for those guys to work together and come through when we needed him was great to see. And I'm sure Brock will regain his confidence, and he'll still be a great kicker.
That Hail Mary.
Well, those guys have worked really hard, and this team is going to press us on the outside quite a bit, take away our outside receivers, make us throw it over their heads. So when that's happening, you have to work the middle of the field a little bit, and those guys got to be able to get open and be physical and get off jams and run through linebackers. And so I think Coach Wallace and our tight end room has worked hard. We wanted to utilize them more. I think to be a successful team, we have to be able to own the middle of the field more than we have, and they have to be great compliments for us. So we're going to continue to work through that and make sure that all of our guys, slot receivers, tight ends, are able to work the middle of the field and get us yards.
Jeff, you make the ACC championship game the first year. You got concerned with loss of 5, 25, whatever it was. What did you sort of find in those guys? How did you make the chemistry work? That's hard to do.
Well, I think probably that's one of my strengths and our strengths is, we want a team of guys that are just really good people, that want to work hard,
You called it.
the best they can be.
You
We
call it.
want to show them that we're going to help them achieve their goals, spend as much time as they want to get that done. And that's from me all the way to our assistant coaches. It's going to be invested. It's going to mean something to us, and we want them to achieve their goals. So I think anyone that decides to come here, we're going to give them a fair shot. They're going to be able to go out there and showcase what they can do. We're going to try to be creative in utilizing their talents. We're going to be as positive as we can to motivate them to get the most out of them. But these guys have bought in. They're great teammates. We haven't had one issue whatsoever this year. And that doesn't mean everybody's super happy. You know, some guys get to play a lot, others
Coming
don't.
back.
But we'll continue to do that. I think it's important you always develop guys on your team, but also do whatever it takes to improve your team each and every year.
You are a team, you should be outside of the all year. This is not one or two or three guys. This is everybody.
Well, that does make it special because, a lot of guys work hard. A lot of guys don't get as much action as they want. A lot of guys aren't super happy. But in order to be a great teammate, and that's what this game requires, great teammates, you got to just hang in there and you got to give what you can to help the team win. And, it's sometimes not easy to learn that, but you just have to hang in there and understand that's what it's all about. But at some point, you're going to get that opportunity. So I just think these guys have worked hard. They get along with each other. They want to win. We try to stress, hey, man, it's going to take everybody in this room at some point. Now, I know some guys are playing a lot now. Maybe you're not playing as much as you want, but at some point, it's going to take everybody. And if they believe that, I really think good things will happen for not only the team, but also for each individual.
Was there the first coach to take students from Power 5 schools to conference championship games in different school and back-to-back seasons? How meaningful is that?
Well, I did not know that. So, you know what? That does mean a lot, to be quite honest with you. Being at Purdue, we worked hard to win games and to get to the Big Ten championship, and that was as good as any accomplishment I think I had there. We had some big wins. So to come here in the year one to find a way to get to this championship game, yeah, it means a whole lot. And so, it just shows that if you're willing to put in the work, you surround yourself with good people, you allow others to buy in and work together and take the blame when things aren't going well and just try to figure this thing out. Good things can normally happen. I just think we have really good coaches that are good people. We have a good support system at the university. We've got players that want to win, and fortunately, it's gelled together to help us get to this point. Well, Quincy's an outstanding corner, and he has been all year long. He went through spring with an injury. We got him healthy. He's just got great instincts. He's got great feel. He understands the position. He's really smart. He's a guy back there you have to account for. And I think he just always comes through when we need it. So very proud of him. He's been a leader of our defense. He's been able to play the entire year. And he's just done a great job.
Yeah, you obviously spoke about a lot. Combine this game and just that approach to see his life with two conference games in the
Well, it does for me. It was great to see Beverly and her family. I think Howard meant a lot to me as a coach, as a mentor, as a teacher. I played for him. I got a chance to work for him. And when you're a quarterback for somebody who's really known for developing quarterbacks, you develop a relationship. So, I think he gave a lot to our university, Louisville. He gave a lot to Miami. He's given a lot to a lot of other places. And I just think because of it, all these programs are better. And because of it, all these programs are relevant. And, Coach never backed down from any challenge. That's one thing I definitely learned from him as a player and coach. It doesn't matter
Score to win.
who you're playing, you're going to have a chance to win when you're coached by him. And I just think seeing Beverly here and the whole family is great. He's missed by all of us, but we carry on his legacy. And I think both schools really played a hard football game, and luckily we came out on top to get the boots. Thanks, guys.
Woo! Woo! So where do we begin? Where do we begin tonight, good people? You want to go players of the game, position groups of the game? Where do y'all want to start at tonight, good people? Make sure we get that in the inbox. One more. Y'all know what I'm doing. Y'all know what I'm doing. So what are we talking? Oh, Red State. No, Red State. Don't make me do that, Red State. Red State. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Red State, don't make me do that.
Giving them the freedom to be able to play they want to. I mean, they brought in Okoronkwo, and he's not even starting, right? Zadarius Smith starting on the other end across from Myles Garrett. Those three guys have had such a big
hold on.
in the defense, and you talked about just stopping the run a little bit. I mean, they were so bad against them.
Are they in their post game yet? That didn't sound like it. It was it.
I mean, these guys have been playing awesome up front. But for me, as I watch it, I think Carolina is more off. Up to the expectations when he came out of Notre Dame. He's playing freedom. He's playing shooting the ball off. He's on the game all the time. I love watching these linebackers be able to move between him and Anthony Walker.
Is 680 going right now?
And, I'm not even talking about the best part of the defense. That's what's crazy is that if you look at it,
Man, God, he got to let that ball go. He's got to get his nerves under control. Did we have more fans than Miami? Oh, he's definitely coach of the year. It's 680 going right. Oh. I hit the wrong one. I had the wrong one going. Sorry about that. Hold on, good people. You know what? You know what, y'all? We ain't heard it in a while.
Touching you, what could be from sweet Caroline? Fuck you, Kate. I've never seen so good, so good, so good, so good. I decline. Fuck you, Kate. You believe they never will.
Well, all that would do is buy Poops more time. How has nobody come up with Mark Poops before last week is what I want to know. Texter says if Stoops was making $4 million a year, I wouldn't care as much. But the fact that he's making $9 million and this is the crap he puts on the field is a crime. And that for me is the biggest part of this. If you want to tell us Mark Stoops is another road coach, he's got us to bowl game every year, fine, great, that's good. But with what he is making, I expect better results. And with all the chirping every summer, I expect better results. Mark Stoops is the one who has put Mark Stoops in this situation. Because you can't run your mouth all offseason. Greatest recruiting class we've ever had, best defense we've ever had, Atlanta this, Atlanta that, and then go out and be 6-5 and lose to South Carolina. Not be competitive against Georgia yet again. Not be competitive against Alabama. If you lose these games, those games, and you're competitive, okay. But to not be competitive in those games and then lose to Shane freaking Beamer. They had to bring Daru. Oh, I'm going to start sounding like Strevel. I'm going to get mad. Zach, I'm going to get mad. I'm here for it. Go ahead. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
How is Missouri ranked number 11?
No, I do not want to do that. Texter says nothing will make me happier than players turning down a bowl game. Ugh. I mean, they're going to be playing in Memphis at this rate. So, Texter says turtle up is Stoops' coaching philosophy. Texter says Stoops is mid. Texter said, did Strebel get COVID from the Jack in Box on Dixie Highway? Maybe he got it from Kim Mulkey. That one got Zach. Texter says Stoops knows Brom will end his rivalry reign. Texter says Stoops earned all the money beating U of L. If it would have been like this his first 5 years against U of L, he never gets all that money. It was just going 7-5, 8-4.
Facts.
Texter says, look on the bright side, Coach Stoops is the all-time winningest coach in MAC history.
Let's go.
Buttermilk to Hollywood to take over for Buttermilk. I don't get that one, but for Lincoln Raleigh, I guess. Take over for Lincoln Raleigh after he laid one today. Texter says Stoops has underperformed 3 of the last 4 years. He thinks he's better than he is. He was better than when he had a chip on his shoulder. Now the chip has become unearned arrogance. That's one thing that sticks out to me, too. Stoops doesn't even seem like he gives a damn. Stoops used to, when games like this, he'd be on the sideline yelling at referees. He'd be on his coaches. He'd be red in the face.
Lawrence, you got to put on headphones. Lawrence, it says there's a bug. You got to use headphones.
That he just kind of seems to be resigned
wait
to
about
the
5
fact
minutes
that
and hit
this
the
is
link.
what it is. And for me, if that's the case, just leave. When Mark Stoops at least had fight
Hell
in him,
yeah. Hell yeah.
I could deal with it. It feels like he's there to just get a paycheck at this point.
You don't see that chip on the shoulder. Like, his teams played with it. Go back to the 2018 team with Benny Snell, the team that won 10 games and won the Citrus Bowl. You could tell how hard that team played. The physicality, the chip on their shoulder that they played with. That team is gone. That hasn't happened now for 2, 3, 4 years now.
I sent them an invite.
You'd rather grind your way. You'd rather have a team that's competitive.
He's
Nobody's saying you have to
$9
beat
million.
Georgia. No one's saying you have to beat Alabama. But at least be competitive in those games and then take care of the games that you're supposed to take care of. You shouldn't be getting cast by Missouri. Teams like that. It's one you can even somewhat struggle with a team like Tennessee. But Vandy shouldn't be beating you. Missouri should not own you at this point. And South Carolina should not be beating you. You got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
We'll get back to the text line here in a bit, but we got calls coming back in, so we're going to head back to the phone lines and bring our guy Jimmy in. What's up, buddy?
I want my money back. Okay.
Not well.
Nah, I know. But the thing that bothers me, though, is he plays not to lose. He plays teams like Georgia and, teams like Alabama. He wants to stay in the game, But why not just come out from the get-go and try to win? It's just I don't know, something about it bothers me.
No, and that's what I was talking about earlier.
Let's go.
When they fell behind 10-0, I don't know if it was Stoops telling Liam Cohen, okay, go do your thing, or what the case was. They started playing with more tempo. Started letting Leary throw the ball around. He started getting into a rhythm. And you have seen this season when Leary gets into a rhythm, he throws darts. But then they got the 14-10 lead, and all of a sudden it was, okay, we got the lead, now sit on it. And you can't do that.
Yep. I completely agree with you.
Anything else, Jimmy?
Yeah.
No, that's about it.
All right. Well, we appreciate the call, man. Call back anytime. 502-267-9680. Real quick before we go back to the text or the phone line, a couple texts that came in. One says, "Answer, you doing okay? Saw you getting thrown out of the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese today by that 4th grader." I was a big 4th grader, man. He was strong. Another texter, and this is kind of an inside joke. Tank is a fake UK fan. Those who know. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I am very interested to hear the thoughts of our pal, who I believe is still 6'6", and definitely not a white man, Justin Jeffries. Buddy, what's up?
Listen, I don't want to talk about anything about this game. Okay, I want to talk about next week. So are you going to be the DD for me?
They're already going to the next week.
So what's
Are they already going to the next week?
If I'm DD and all those people, we're taking your truck. We got to have the big F-350.
Deal? Talk to me. Deal? Absolutely.
Y'all already going to next week?
Bleep Strebel. Strebel does not need to be on the post-game show ever again. And you are shining in Mike 1. I need this Ints Mike 1 constantly, please. I love you, Sprinkle. Ints Mike 1 is a different animal.
Well, I mean, I can't compete with him. When he goes on those rants, I can't compete.
I mean, you're not wrong, but hey, man, dude, you are tearing it up. Listen, hats off to Ends tonight. Hey, and
next week, I'll do next week.
House, you know, just to help him out.
I wouldn't mind bludgeoning Kentucky in L&N Stadium.
I appreciate it, man.
I would not mind
bludgeoning. It was a crap show. It's getting to the point where I don't care. But like I said, next week it's unfortunate. You know, we used to talk about it all the time. You know, what's Cal's big thing? You know, Kentucky is everybody's Super Bowl. Guess what? This year in football, Louisville is our Super Bowl, and it's so crappy to say.
Did you hear that?
It's so terrible saying that.
Did you hear that, good people? Louisville is our Super Bowl
of next Saturday.
Louisville is our Super Bowl. You just heard Kentucky Great say our Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's standing behind me, and he calls me a U of L fan. He said it's 6.5 right now.
Yeah, that'll change quick.
My money. Listen, if I could take 6.5 right now, U of L, I will.
I'm right there with you.
See what they did? Listen to me, Cox. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Don't text him. I know you're gonna listen to this tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Shut your mouth. Don't tweet me.
But we did a great job keeping our composure this game, so that UK stuff is not gonna get under our skin the same way.
And relax.
Good job.
Okay, I'm gonna see you next weekend. But I digress. Listen, it was trash. You know, we played well for a while. You know, I agree with you, Ince. I think that the tempo really helps out Larry. And if you look at when he played at NC State, it was all about tempo. And then we slow it down, and what happens? We get bogged down. And I think there's only one person on the coaching staff that we can blame for that, and that's Coach Stoops. It's Stoops. He puts the, I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that he puts the handcuffs on Leary and Liam Cohen to the point where, like, you know, we get in this doghouse.
The question who's going to the game next week?
And he's like, oh, hold on. No, take him off. We need to throw it, and then we got to get back in rhythm and we're out of rhythm. So, listen.
Yeah, and to that point, you go and look at
that bank account.
The numbers that they put up. Second quarter, Kentucky put up 126 yards of offense.
If I can get somebody to sponsor the road
the whole
trip.
second half, they put up 160.
Exactly.
He took the shackles off, and it is on Stoops. You know it's on Stoops because there's no way Liam Cohen is going to go to that style of offense to get the lead and then not do it once he's got a 4-point lead.
Exactly.
Confirmed.
And why wouldn't
noon kickoff next week confirmed.
Keep leaning on it. On, you know, if you know that,
yeah,
you know, when you turn the switch off, it's hard to turn that thing back on. You got to get that you know, that Viagra, that Blue Chew, get the thing going every once in a while. Hey, listen, when you turn it on, it's on. Let's go.
Hey, and not all of us have that problem. You talk for yourself, Justin. You know,
one game at a time.
Oh man, I got 3 kids. But listen, I don't put this on Larry. I don't put this on Liam Cohen. I think he had a great is an overextension, but I think he had a decent, you know, a game plan going into the game. I think the defense, especially, listen, Deion Walker is a dude. And we've known that. I understand that. We've known that. But Deion Walker was handling people. and
yeah,
you know,
front man, don't even waste the energy.
Running around doing his thing. And
let's let them eat their own.
And he just doesn't have a very good team around him that beat us. And we hold them
let them eat their own. I feel you, though.
Going into the second half. And then, you know, like I said, we just kind of sit on it, save that for the mixtape, and then you know, we can't get it back going, and you know, we're leaning on Leary, who is who is a, rhythm guy, and we just can't do anything with it. So,
Justin,
like I didn't come on here to talk about the game. I came on here to talk about next week.
And to that point, I want to get, before you go, and this is Justin Jeffries, former UK offensive lineman. You've played in this game.
South Carolina.
What is your feeling right now about Stoops, and what will your feeling be if we get blown out, or if we don't look competitive in that game? Because there's a difference between going to that game and fighting tooth and nail and winning it. But Matt Jones just tweeted out, most dejected I have ever heard Stoops on the post-game show. He says it's probably the toughest loss of his career.
As he should.
This is a coach that does not seem to have his heart in it anymore. And if he doesn't have his heart in it, who's going to throw a trash can next week before the game starts? Who's going to be out at the 50 taunting U of L players to get the team fired up?
You see what they're doing?
What are you
They're
going,
already
how are you going to
justifying
view
it.
Stoops, and how are you going to view this season if they don't come out and
They're
put up a fight next
already
week?
justifying it.
That's a great question because, history, especially recently, we've gone into the UK U of L game as the aggressor, as the team that was more dominant, the team that was more physical.
He's already
Stoops
saying
had
who's
his
going to
guys,
throw a
ready
trash
to go for
can.
this game. Throughout his tenure, let's be honest. But I agree. He does seem like, he seems like a little bit of, what's that biker? What's the biker?
Already?
The Tour de France guy.
Lance Armstrong.
One. Yeah. He's a little
You're
bit Lance
already
Armstrong right
talking
now.
about throwing
He doesn't have
trash
balls.
cans?
And it's God, that's so. You know what? Dump that. Can you dump that?
No.
That's so bad. That's so terrible. That's so bad for me to say. Anyway,
We're not dumping it. It's going to be played again on Friday. What are you talking
I
about?
know it is. I
You're
know it is.
already talking about
But as a player, it's a little bit different for
throwing
me because
trash
obviously I'm
cans
from
before the
Louisville,
game?
and yada yada yada. So this had a little bit of sticks in my craw, regardless. But Jeff Fromm he's gonna bring it. This ain't gonna be no Satterfield. This ain't gonna be Satterbuns. They're gonna have some dogs. They're gonna be coached up. Did you watch? If you're a UK fan, did you watch that U of L Miami game? Miami has some dudes. They have some players, and they're physical. And what happened? Jeff Fromm outcoached them, and I hope that doesn't happen next week. I don't. Like I said, I don't know what's really going to happen yet. I'm still kind of feeling on it, but
I applaud
think the boys
JJ for
are
your
gonna
honesty.
play, but it's going to be about what I always talk about on the post-game shows anytime I'm in there. It's all about those adjustments. And JB has been really good with adjustments. He's been coaching his ass off this year, let's be honest. And Stoops hasn't.
Coaching his ass off.
God, it sucks to say and save this,
Plant the
but
seed.
Louisville is our Super Bowl this year. That's all I got.
Yeah. I mean, how we feel about this season and how we feel about Stoops
Comes in the next Saturday.
in 1 week
Yep.
Yeah.
is, God, I hate it.
I know.
I hate it, Justin.
It's me to say. I'm dejected. I don't know what to do with myself right now. We lost to South Carolina, who is not even Bo Ellis. They're going to beat Clemson to beat
They
Bo
just said
Ellis.
the
We
quiet
could
part
have
out
buried
loud.
Sandstorm tonight. We could have whooped them with Darude, and he could have been like, you know what? I don't want my name associated with this.
I would never say throw a trash can and start a fight. I would be embarrassed for my program to do that.
Kudos to those guys. They just did the thing, and it's upsetting. So it's very upsetting, and but like I said, I came on here to talk about next weekend, and I can't wait. Not even the game. I just want to talk about tailgate.
You just want to square up with Detox again.
Detox.
Miami definitely got some dudes.
You hear me? I'm coming for you.
Mark that.
I'll let you boys go. Yeah,
Appreciate it anytime, Justin. I will see you next week, brother. 502-267-9680.
Are they
Who
talking
do we have
about
on line
throwing
one?
trash cans in the
Brian, all right,
pregame?
we're going to bring Brian into the conversation. What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Was doing a lot better a couple hours ago.
I know that's right. We all were. Listen, I'm not going to come on here and bash Stoops. I mean, everybody that's been on so far said the same things I'd probably say and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but it's something I noticed. And I was sitting there watching the game with my girlfriends early in the game. South Carolina's up 7-0, and they're driving again, right?
Right.
And
right.
it's
like that's that's what you want to do.
We get that stop. We get that stop, and we, they throw it to the end zone, and our defensive back, knocks it down, makes a great play, and forces them into a field goal. That's early in the game, man. It's it's midway through the first quarter. And I just remember the camera angle they showed of our guy once he made a great play, got his left hand in there and knocked the ball away. He got up and the camera angle shows him walking straight towards the camera, and his shoulders are kind of sunken down, and he's got his head kind of going back. I mean, the body language was absolutely incredibly horrible. And I saw that, and I stopped. I said to my girl, I said, "You see that?" And she said, "What?" I said, "Watch this guy. This guy just made a fantastic defensive play early in a ball game for Kentucky on the road against South Carolina." And I said, "It's early in the game. This guy should jump up and just be jumping up." And he literally caused them to kick a field goal instead of get a touchdown. And it looked like somebody just stole his dog and his truck and foreclosed on his house.
Stole his dog and his truck.
That body language says something, man. I mean, if you look, who knows what goes on in practice during the week, but usually in most programs, what goes on in practice during the week is what you see on the field on the weekends. And I was like, that dude looked like he's dejected, and he just made a great play. I think that speaks volumes, man. And let me say one more thing, and I'll jump, because I know you guys got a bunch of guys who want to get on the phone. Listen, man, I'm going to sound like the typical UK fan talking about U of L. Good for them. 10-1, can't beat it, man. I mean, after what they've been through, that's fantastic. But guess what? They're going to get their shot. They're going to get the shot to prove if they're really a good team, or if they're a team that didn't have to play Florida State, North Carolina, or Clemson in the regular season. Now they're going to get a Florida State without their starting quarterback. It could the start having any better play for them. That's fine. You're going to play somebody in the Orange Bowl. It's going to be a real good team, and you'll get to prove if you're legit or not. But I'm going to say this right now for the record. I know there's tons of Louisville fans listening to this show because they listen to the station all the time. You only get to sneak up on people one time. Enjoy this year.
Sneak up on people. I feel you.
Enjoy this year with that record like crazy. Enjoy it, because you don't get to sneak up next year. People are going to have film on Brom. They're going to be ready for you guys. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm sorry.
Because you get to come back to earth next
take
year.
It one week
Watch
at a time.
You play the Orange Bowl. You just might get exposed.
We play.
Appreciate it, Brian. Go back anytime. 502-267-9680 if you want to get back in on the phone lines. I was arguing with some people a couple weeks ago, UK fans, that, would you switch places? I'm like, no, we'd never. I said, you're lying. One team has one loss, the other one doesn't. One team has a shot at making a conference championship game, the other doesn't. There any sane, rational, honest UK fan out there that wouldn't trade places to have UK and U of L situation and vice versa. And it sucks. And again, like he said, they didn't have to play Florida State. They're going to get a Florida State team without Jordan Travis. Whether that hurts them or helps them is yet to be seen, because it could if they win, it could discount it. But they beat the teams that were in front of them. And Jeff Brom did something that Mark Stoops can't do.
South Carolina. Did you
he went into games at halftime losing, made adjustments, and won. Mark Stoops has lost 9 straight games that he has been trailing at halftime.
9 straight games when he's trailing at halftime.
We know he can't make adjustments.
Isn't it great to have a team and a coach who come out the locker room at halftime better than they are in the first half?
Louisville's trailed at halftime, I think, 4 times this year and came back to win.
Including on the road.
Yeah. I think 3 of them were either neutral site or road games.
It just... That's what makes this so much more frustrating for me and for a lot of UK fans, I feel like, is watching seeing the U of L fans celebrate, seeing them go from what they had last year to getting their dream coach and having a dream season, and we've got to go and play them next week coming off of another loss. We started 5-0 We started 5-0.
Now you're 6-5.
And if we lose next week, we're going to be 6-6.
Woo.
And if this were a one-time thing, whatever. This is
weeks.
Repeatedly how Mark Stoops is a magician. He has a great magic trick. The problem is he's only got one. Well, two if you count doing stuff before the game against U of L to get his team riled up.
That's the trick.
He has this magic trick
doing
of scheduling
stuff
scrums
to
at the beginning of the
before
season.
the game.
Finding a way to eke out 6, 7, maybe 8 wins. If he has an elite edge rusher that he can rely on to where he can sit on a lead, like Justin Jeffries kept saying, sit on it in the second half.
We don't lose
that guy
at
just
home.
go ham and put the team on his
South
back.
Carolina
Look
is
at Bud
still
Dupree,
not bowl
look at
eligible.
Josh Allen. Look at tonight at times, Deion Walker. Then he can get away with it, and he can have a special season where he gets 10 wins. But he doesn't get 10 wins in the regular season. No. He gets 9, and then he beats a team in the bowl game that's missing half their starters. But it's a 10-win season. Yeah, or Iowa. But it's a 10-win season.
Yeah, fair enough.
People are starting to look behind the curtain. People are starting
to
figure out his magic trick.
Facts. I can handle this one.
He has not shown this season that he can adapt and that he can come up with a new one. And we're going to have his press conference possibly here in a little bit if we can find it. But everything I've seen, he does not sound like a coach who knows what the hell to do.
Hold on.
He sounds like a coach that is defeated.
They are planning the dirty hit card. 100%.
And that's not good news going into a game against your rival who is playing for a special season, who is playing for a very outside shot, but still a shot to make the college football playoff.
Ooh.
And that just saying that makes me feel sick. Because there's not a UK fan out there that can say that we will realistically ever see that under Mark Stoops. It's never going to happen.
So Liam Cohen just said zero consistency when it comes to operating, apparently, in
his
post-game interview or something. Max Godby said we're all trying to find the guy who did
CJ.
Well, to be fair, it may not be Liam Cohen.
He was close to talking me
the other guy.
into going to play college with him. This close. I talked to him.
I'm just
this close.
Text line.
This close.
Because
I'm
getting to a point where I'm getting so angry that I'm going to say something that has to get dumped. So, Texter,
I
we
like
have a bunch of texts here. Texter says Kentucky's not ruining Louisville's dream season. Louisville's already at 10 wins, ACC title game, and we already overachieved this season already. Another one says U of L not going to CFP even with a win, and I'm a U of L fan. Florida defense blowing the Missouri game.
Who is that person?
Texter says Soup should send out scrubs before game to fight at Louisville to try to get them pitched. Look, they're going to be ready for that. This is not Scott Satterfield. They're going to be ready. Texter says $18 million for football and basketball coaches, and this is what we get. Texter says, to your point earlier, Zach, the UK starting quarterback knows what it feels like to lose to Louisville.
Yes, he does.
Brom versus Stoops is Lombardi versus Whoops. Excuse me, poops. Texter says UK post game after a loss plus edibles equals good time. Go Cards. This texter, we want Prime, Coach Prime. No, we don't. We do not want Coach Prime. Texter says Stoops looks like he's just looking for another check because he is. He knows they can't fire him. Texter says, I actually feel bad for Cohen because he's going to be Stoops' scapegoat, just like every other offensive coordinator. Stoops is throwing the bus instead of holding himself accountable. One thing I wanted to bring up while Justin was talking earlier.
Yeah.
Cohen didn't immediately sit on the ball and try to play snail ball.
We
he took some shots downfield.
We had the same.
But we know that Mark Stoops does not like 3 and outs. We know that Mark Stoops does not like empty possessions where they don't take time off the clock. And after about 2 of those possessions, that's when we saw the offense switch back to
way back then. He had great energy.
Grind it out, take all the time off the clock. why we could look. You want to run a slow tempo
Right.
offense? Run a
Louisville
slow tempo
fanatic.
offense.
No trash cans on the sideline,
But
nowhere.
this crap of go into the huddle,
It's
take
gonna be
20 seconds,
rocking.
25 seconds, come out with
Everything's
10
gonna be
seconds left.
rocking.
Take your time getting up to the line, send a guy in motion, send another guy in motion. Oh, crap, we got 1 second to snap the ball. How many penalties did that lead to tonight? You had first drive, you had a great play call on 3rd and short.
DJ 3K in
It
the
turns into
building.
3rd and long because you had 2 guys in motion, which I thought they got set. I'd have to see it again. You had the false start where they get up to the line with 4 seconds
Oh, yeah,
left.
no, they look.
And Leary is just screaming for the
get in front
ball,
of our tunnel.
and the 2 tackles
We're
move,
gonna
and then
run
everybody
right
else
through you.
goes.
You get in
had
front of our
delayed game
tunnel, it's
penalty
gonna be a
that
full
went from
out
going for it on 4th down
stampede.
to punting, which ended up working in their favor
Away from
somewhat.
not
But
Barcelona. We're gonna be a
that's 3
running
plays
of
just
the
right
bull.
there off the top of my head
You
that
get in front of our
killed
tunnel.
you because
You're gonna
you
wish
did
you
the
had.
whole
Bet
take
that.
your time
Bet
in
that.
the huddle, and we
You
don't
get
have
in front
any
of our
urgency
tunnel
at
like
all.
you did
And
with Tennessee.
we'll get up there
You getting ran
in a
over.
hostile road environment. There's no other school I see doing that.
Please
That's
hit
the
the
sign
like
of a
button.
poorly coached team.
No, it's a sign of a team. It's a sign of a team whose head coach tells them shorten the game,
Yes.
and he's done it for 11 years.
The first couple possessions after they got up 14-10, they were still attacking with some offensive urgency.
Full
And
of
I don't
Jimbo Fisher.
understand
Yeah, right.
what-
Sabotage
it was
and get paid.
working. Why would you go away from it? But I think something we haven't even brought up
They,
yet. Maybe
yeah, right.
we
He gonna
brought it
bring
up
in
earlier. What about the
Bobby.
turnovers? Leary threw a red zone interception. How about
Absolutely
they got
not.
the ball
Slam that
midfield
up.
after the punt, after the delay of game
We just
fiasco.
don't
And
party.
they got the
He
ball at
fumbles at the
midfield.
33.
He fumbled
We
at the
don't
33.
want to
And
rush
then they
the
got the ball
field
at
because we
midfield
gotta
about 2 minutes ago.
we
Devin Leary
gotta
fumble,
keep
interception,
our
whatever you want to call it,
game
because
time
South Carolina got
outfits
caught
ready
in
for
the air. But they had a
for the
perfect
ACC
opportunity to go down and
championship.
at least get a field goal and maybe even go down and win with a touchdown. Strip sack, first play of the game, game
Oh
over.
my God.
It's just it.
Ellen
I'm like
Stadium.
Justin. I don't even want to talk about this game
New
anymore.
kickoff. Oh
We're
my
on
God.
the Louisville. We're doing the Belichick. We're on the Louisville.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all
Couple more
complained
texts
about
here,
the
and then we'll
the
start to
flight deck.
Get
The
things going.
flight
Have we
deck
found
gonna
Stoops yet?
be packed for
Have
this
we found
game.
Stoops yet? Okay. Stoops did have his press conference. We are still trying to find it. With it being a road game, we may not be able to get a stream of it. That's the tricky part about when they play on the road. Texter
Then that part.
says Buttermilk plays to keep it close.
Ooh,
For that contrast, y'all trapped.
I could go that.
Cat's taking 6.5. Vegas hasn't even done business on this yet. Minus 9.5 cards midweek. Yeah, I'm going home. If I can find 6.5, I'm grabbing. Because that line is going to move.
Stadium's gonna be
Um,
ridiculous.
That was the Matt Jones tweet. Texter says Stu should be forced to coach games with his pants at his
It's too
ankles,
hot.
sucking his thumb and wearing a dunce cap.
Bonuses are
already.
piled up
That's
fast.
an
So,
image
hey,
I didn't
y'all.
need.
Y'all gonna have to
that-
start supporting
yeah.
the NIL program a little better.
My Texter
Because
says my
Brom-
rough math
because
is like
Brom's
$50 million to
value
fire him
going
75% of his remaining
Brom's
contract.
value is
Thanks, Mitch
skyrocketing.
Barnhart. Texter says, caller Brian, you will never go to a championship game. Texter says, film on Brian LMAO like he hasn't been a head coach for 8 years. There's plenty of film on what he runs and he still
Shane
wins.
Beamer press conference
Texter
right
says, Ray
now.
Davis Sr. throwing shade against Liam Cohen. You want to find that, Zach?
Hold on.
I would be interested to hear that.
Okay,
It was,
the Shane
I
Beamer
would like
press
to know
conference right
why,
now.
and maybe Cohen talked about it. I would like to know why Ray Davis was not playing for large chunks of that game. And there were some people thinking maybe he got hurt. There were some people thinking something was going on with him.
Hold on.
The drive where they scored the first touchdown, Kentucky ran 14 plays, 12 of them were pass
Hold on.
plays, and he was in for pass protection on some of those. So he definitely was not hurt, and obviously he came back later, scored the second touchdown. He was not hurt. They flat out benched him at points, and I'd like to know why. Texter says, U of L luck. Miami's quarterback was carted off with a broken arm last week with Florida State. Florida State quarterback carted
Oh
off today with a
God,
broken leg.
listen to them.
Again, doesn't matter if they're beating the
We
teams in front of them.
expect
That is
other
more
people.
than what we have done. Texter says, I witnessed Entz get put into a headlock by a girl celebrating her super sweet 16 at Champs Rollerdrome this afternoon. That was not me. I can promise you. Texter says the front man for Louisville says UK will throw trash cans because that's all they've got. Texter says, where is Strebel? Haven't seen him on Twitter all day. Is he okay? Strebel's sick. He is legitimately sick, and best wishes to you, buddy. Hopefully you don't watch this game. when you wake up. Texas says it was a Ray Davis tweet saying best running back in the country and only 12 touches. We haven't even really gotten the stats at all tonight. And we'll get into some of the stats here in a little bit. But that one,
I'm still looking for the
61 yards.
Conference.
So I guess
Ramon Jefferson had 6 for 50.
I guess Ray Davis Sr. went after, like, a
We
guy
all
asked
have
him, like,
to.
is he banged up or is he 100%? He said,
I still got to watch that Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
The Jack
Now, to
Harlow.
be fair, again, there have been games this season where Ray Davis was not able to get much done with his carries. He did have 61 yards on 12 carries, but 31 of those came on one play.
Y'all know it's my favorite
So
rapper.
that's 11 carries for 30 yards on the other. That's not great, especially when you've got another guy
Since
who's coming in
Sweet
and gets 6
Caroline
for
to
50.
the marching band, they will play it. They might.
Barry and Brown, multiple drops tonight.
Stoops payouts, 55
Multiple
million.
drops
What?
tonight. Deep ball
Good
that
night,
he should have got his
Alicia.
hands on.
Isaac Arendo is playing, man. He got, oh my God.
Leary
He is
was
committed
throwing
to
some
the
great
run.
passes tonight. He was only 17 of 34. He threw some great passes, but he also had some that he overthrew his guy.
Malik Cunningham comes back next week.
And
Oh no.
when you have that going
Look,
on and you have a defense that if
front
Deion
man
Walker's
Jay,
not
they
on the
might
field,
got your, they
cannot
might have
get
your
anything
number
done
Mark.
defensively, it is a recipe for disaster. What
Just
is
show 'em
also
our-
a recipe of
I
disaster
know.
is
I don't
allowing
wanna
one
troll
of the
'em.
worst third down
'Cause I don't wanna
conversion
make any
teams
bad
in the
karma.
entire country. 116th coming into this game,
Listen,
South Carolina. Third down
Eric,
conversion success.
Garendo's running that ball
Opening
too.
drive, you give up a 3rd and 7, and then you give up a scramble. to
Ah,
Rattler
next
for 3rd and
Saturday.
11.
Oh, you going to the
You give
game?
up a 3rd and I think it was
CJ
3rd and
3K is
15
gonna
or
be in
3rd
the
and
building?
17 on their final touchdown drive.
Ooh.
3rd and 17. Yep.
To a team that sucks.
Star power gonna
on
be
3rd down.
crazy.
Not to mention there was a 2nd and 26 that they gave up 19 yards and made a 3rd and 7, and then they converted that.
Real quick,
I'm sure Stoops is going to get the team back.
I gotta tell y'all something really quick, real funny. Listen, this happened tonight, a couple of hours ago, really quick, and I'm gonna go back to this. My side is still hurting from what happened tonight. I was on the phone with my son. Do y'all know what my son said to me on the phone tonight? My son told me that he told Teddy Bridgewater, hey, man, you know my dad started that 5 shit at Louisville. Hey, y'all, my son told me that he told Teddy Bridgewater, hey, you know my dad started that 5 shit at Louisville, right? Listen, he told me that tonight, y'all. Listen, I damn near wiggled my car and drove it into a damn ditch. When he told me that, I literally could not stand on the road. I said, what? He told Teddy Bridgewater that. Oh my God, how funny is that?
Can bend you over his knee and spank you every year.
How funny is that?
A 4-6 South Carolina team that almost lost to Jacksonville State 2 weeks ago. And you score 14 points. Get out of here with a statue. Put that statue in a dumpster. 'Cause that's about where it belongs. Texter says, I was pleading with my fiance all night to give it to Ray Davis. Why were they throwing home run passes? It was like Cohen gave up. We could have run the ball all night. Disgraceful coaching.
Please hit that like
Texter
button if
says
you're in here.
Stoops needs to just say, oh, shucks, and we're a visor at this point.
Right? They're running hard, man.
Texter says, doesn't look like they've been working to me. I mean, nope. Does not. Zach, you want to do superlatives and get out of here?
Yeah, I think that's probably best for everybody.
Oh,
I just,
oh.
God. So Texter sent in a, oh, God. texter sent in a tweet. This is what you lost to, Mark Stoops.
Hold on.
You lost to a dude named Darude.
Oh. That's what he told. That's what he told.
You're not playing
Teddy
Sandstorm
Bridgewater
again anytime soon, are you?
Hey, bleep Sandstorm.
Right.
He doesn't hold a candle to enter Sandman.
Can you imagine? Oh yeah. Oh, we definitely getting poked on.
Anyways,
Gary,
player of the game.
should we get him on the day show or the night show?
I mean, look, we're
I
going to
don't know what
combine
it
because it's
said
player of the
was
game
like.
and defensive player of the game.
But I'm definitely going to hit
Deion
him up.
Walker was a man possessed and was the only
We'll
reason
get
that this
him in his
defense was able to get
professional
anything
mood
done because the
during the
plays
day
where
show,
he came off the
And
field,
we might get him in
they didn't do crap.
shit
9
talking mode
tackles,
in the
including
night
8
show.
solo tackles for a defensive tackle playing in a 3-man rush. By the way, Brad White, last week, this football
They supposed to
defensive
be
genius
SEC.
left a spy on a quarterback who had a thigh injury. This week, he's got a quarterback running all over him in the first quarter. Does he put a spy on him? Nope. Does he start bringing pressure on him? Nope.
Or that.
Let's drop 8 guys and rush 3. And if Deion Walker can get to him, great. If not, oh well.
Oh, hold on.
Bend and break defense. Brad White special.
I think they're about done.
QB comparison brought to you by Great Balls of Fire.
Lawrence, fire away. Lawrence, you there?
Oh, what's up, Marcus?
What's good? What's good?
I ain't too loud there, man, because I got my Bluetooth on.
Nah, it's perfect now.
You know what, man?
I'm listening.
All these years, what as Louisville fans, what have we been hearing from UK fans? Talking about we ain't a good football program, we better than y'all, we got better recruits. Now they want to cry, talking about, well, y'all ain't playing nobody good this year. And what have y'all been doing for the last 4 to 5 years? Yeah, like y'all had the best citadel in college football history.
They usually have about 2 good games.
Now they talking about they gonna make excuses on why they getting this beat down this week from Louisville.
They know a whole lot about our schedule though, don't they?
But I cannot. But today, man, I felt like I was watching that Final Four game from 2013 against Wichita State. But because every which way that game went today, I was not suspecting the defense to give up 31 points. But
look, Lawrence, I'm gonna try to get you in a better headspace. Tell me what you're most proud of.
I am most proud of Jack Plummer sticking in there and battling that game. Because he could have folded after that interception, but he didn't. He made key throws not only to Bell, but I don't know how. I don't know. He made 2 Miami players run into each other, and we got to took that lead. And plus, shout out to
1 second, everybody in the chat. Please tell me what you're most proud of from the game tonight, because this is important to put this on record. As a Louisville fan, as a football fan, tell me what you were most impressed with, most proud of with this team. It's important to put it down and put it in the universe. Okay, I'm listening. Sorry, Lawrence.
Shout out to Jeff Brown. I know he didn't want to do it, but he had to replace the kicker during the game.
That was a big.
For some reason, Brock had the yips all of a sudden.
That's a great point, Lawrence. Great point.
And thank God for the person who tackled that Miami player, because if he would
that was Quincy Riley.
Thank God. Mama Riley, your boy did good again. Man, if that game would win in overtime, I'd be like, oh no, Louisville gonna lose this way. But thank God that they 10-1. They won for the first time in Miami as a football program. They won the House Knellberger Trophy,
Yep.
and next week it's gonna be a celebration.
Listen.
And prior to Jordan Travis.
Yep.
Oh man, I just like I want Louisville to beat Florida State, but I want them at their best.
Yep. That's a fact. You want to give a shout out?
Shout out to Jeff Brown, and shout out to that reporter who took that little bag with Jeff Brown after the game. I know he didn't want to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Was he pissed? No, he looked happy when he got the Gatorade bag. He looked pretty happy.
I don't care what anybody says. Jeff Brown is National Coach of the Year, ACC Coach of the Year, and hopefully, if he wins next Saturday, he's gonna have 8 trophies in his first year. That's gonna be crazy.
That's crazy. That's awesome. All right, Lawrence, jump on out of here.
Basketball, you better win tomorrow.
Straight up. All right, Lawrence. Hold on. I want to go back and read some of these. What are you most impressed with, most proud of? Let me catch up a little bit. What are you most impressed with, most proud of? Team effort. Show up and represent. Hey, we brought some fans. Plummer fought through, man. Plummer, listen, he had the yips, man. Like, listen, he had some like anybody with empathy, right? Hold on, let me put this. Anybody that has watched basketball, you knew that that Plummer had the yips. I mean, he had point blank. Hold on. You knew that Plummer, I mean, he had easy throws and he was hesitating with easy throws. When you saw it, you were kind of like, hold on, sorry about that. You were kind of like, damn, we gotta get this, we gotta get you throwing right. So I'm like, to get yourself out of that, I'm like, ugh. What else? Yeah, Plummer digging himself out of that hole. Defense kept plugging away. Listen, Coach Braun making that decision was tough. Coach Braun making that decision with the kick. Oh, you know what? I got it. You know what I'm most proud of? Miami was starting to fight every single play. They were starting to fight almost every single play. And other than Amari Huggins' bruise, he went and smacked the Miami player in the mouth, which he wasn't supposed to do. But other than that, I'm trying not to do this.
Touching you like good man from Sweet Caroline. Fuck you, Kate. Times never seem so good. So good. I decline. Fuck you, Kate. To believe they never would.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Listen. Our poise is what I'm most proud of with the coaching staff and the players and the relationship between the players and the staff. And even the teammates they held the players accountable for mistakes and for discipline. Storm Duck was limping around early. Storm Duck went into that locker room at halftime. If we go back and watch the game, I want y'all to look how turned up Storm Duck was when they came out the locker room after halftime. I was extremely proud of Storm Duck. He really impressed me. What's my young fella that got kicked out of the game? I'm just thinking about all the really good things. Hold on. Hey, that Kevin Coleman play. Listen, they drew up that play and they made sure the wide receiver got just enough space to make the defense run into each other. That was an excellent play call by Jeff Brom. That was really smart to get the defense to run into each other because they knew we would be. They knew Jack Plummer was going to see a bunch of man-to-man because he doesn't really throw well in man-to-man coverage because he wants to see wide open. That play design and it was intentional to get Kevin Coleman out there one-on-one. Kevin Coleman's a kick returner. He knows how to make a guy miss. Kevin Coleman can really make a guy miss in the open field. So that play was designed from start to finish to be a perfect big hitter play. So the Kevin Coleman touchdown was excellent play design and excellent execution. When he got the ball, they weren't even surprised that was a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, Lauren got a thing for Garendo against motivated dudes. Yep, they are keeping it out as 1 week seasons. Yeah, and listen, Miami brought it, man. Team stayed focused. They kept their cool the whole game. Thank you, Cincinnati. Look, even though I like the thank you, Cincinnati thing, we were going to find the money to make this happen anyway. Our defense held up strong on the goal line, didn't they? Yeah, listen, the rest of the team, everybody knew the fans were going to blame Jack Plummer for the loss. And that could have been an easy way to quit. It's like when everybody knows one person's not doing their job to the standard, it's easy to quit. Nobody quit. And they brought up, instead of distancing themselves from Jack, they believed in the coaching staff and believed the coaching staff would get Jack throwing some darts. And listen, Jack threw some darts now. Fine, beat Miami and tight end caught that touchdown. And listen, and Jack still almost overthrew him in the end zone. I would have killed Jack. Early in the game, those late hits out of bounds, where they drove them and tried to tackle them out of bounds, and there was no calls. It's a fact, Red State. Yeah, because we have so many Florida players. And we're gonna get some transfers from there. Proud of defense. It didn't go perfect, but they found a way to get it done. This is a fact. Tight ends, play calling, execution. Yes, the tight ends made plays. Our coach has discipline. Yeah, listen. At first, he was tight. He started letting the ball go. I wouldn't say pressing, more than hesitant. Yeah, tight ends is a good compliment. Listen, that's what he does. That's why you notice how slow they go to the locker room, especially when they play bad. Miami was jogging to the locker room. Louisville was like slow walking, like they knew they were getting, like it was a death march. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I heard about that. Listen, Maestro. UNCG Arkansas, I watched it. Hey, y'all. I encourage you to go watch Arkansas UNCG. And I want you to say, imagine if Arkansas was Louisville. What would you think about that game? And Arkansas is number 14 in the country. Yeah, it's a long-standing tradition that you think it's just a tricky team. I mean, that's football, though. They always think they can. Yep. My best thing is their poise and composure. Yeah, but Miami be turned. They act like that all the time. Yeah, head to head, our staff just wrecked them. Yep. No, I said Storm Duck. I meant Cam Kelly, but Storm Duck did a good job in the second half. I meant Cam Kelly. If I said Storm Duck instead of Cam Kelly, I'm sorry. Cam Kelly was really turned up. Now Storm Duck did his thing. Cam Kelly set the tone in the second half. Trey Franklin, you're right, Trey Franklin. But he got ejected the first half, which means he'll be eligible to play the second half in all our dime quarter packages. Oh, Riger, I was so disappointed. Riger knew he got a face mask too. We needed that play from Riger. Golly, that was a big time. Perfect timing on the motion, man. Yeah, it was perfect. That was perfect execution. Yeah, I need to go. Look, actually, I'm going to go to Tractor Supply tomorrow, and I'm going to get some boots. I'm going to get some full-length boots tomorrow. Okay, y'all, listen. I'm probably going to be doing impromptu tomorrow. I'm probably going to do an impromptu. But y'all won't know if you don't hit the subscribe button, if you don't hit the notification button, if you don't hit the like button, if you don't hit the become a member button, you might not know about impromptu tomorrow. I might do a pregame show. I might do a postgame show. I normally don't do shows on Sunday, but I'd advise you to subscribe, like, notification, and membership. I might do the Arkansas UNCG breakdown on the members. That might be fun.